flash and try and catch a LeBlanc.
Yeah.
And then just go with so much AoE. You Q flash into the W ultimate combo so that even when her passive pops,
strives to do. And the fact that Blabber has done it so consistently over the past few years is now a bottom side gank is in the works here. Ayla forced the flash already. Blabber with the Arctic Assault into flash to land the guaranteed knockup. Secures first blood for Cloud9.
Gold. Cloud9 though won't be caught sleeping. Of course, if you're going to take Rift Herald, we will play in. That's the key there. It's going to be able to get the whole tower. So first tower bonus for Evil Geniuses on top of the...
If they think they need it, but M&S is going to poke over the wall, try to give vision so that Blabber could look for a chance steal, but there is no chance available. I imagine the target will be for Jojo. They're already looking for him. He gets stunned up, knocked up by the Glacial Fissure. Ayla is forced to use a counter gank assault so that makes sure that Jojo gets out alive, but Revenge is now soaking up all 5 members from Cloud9, and he just doesn't seem to die. Jojo jumps back in, has the stasis from the stopwatch, the gold golden. Sven throws out a winner's bite, but it's not going to do anything because now Evil Geniuses are the one pushing Cloud9 out of the pit, but Berserker keeps him at arm's length with the range. He's space gliding all over them. He's got the slows from his auto attacks, and Evil Geniuses are forced to run instead. Doesn't get caught out. The Rift Herald is going to immediately be summoned here in the mid lane. They're looking for the crash, looking to try and take this down. Poke comes out from Jojo once again. Ayla with the flash engage. The Magnet Sword catches down too. Sven forced to flash as well. Blabber trying to frontline as everything as he could. His Revenge is diving past 2 turns, but he's got no more damage. He's got to get out of there. The Gorging and Thirsting Slash is not enough. He gives his life for the cause as tier 1 turret does fall. Evil Geniuses now get to available left for him. Crystal Enchanted Arrow still available for Berserker. He can fire on out if you want to look for a target. Glacial Fissure right onto Revenge, but he soaks it on up. Fudge coming in for the left flank, and Evil Geniuses all 5 like a pack of hyenas turned right into Fudge, but they kite this one out. Ayla falls. Cloud9 still have the man advantage, and they are pulling and pushing Evil Geniuses off the dragon. It's already reset. Sven is low on HP. Berserker, a third of HP down. Jojo Pyun, half of his burn this dragon for free.
Oh, they pushed them off. The forest shields. All the harassment there. And now M&S is their next site. But he's got flash and he is LeBlanc. They wait for his distortion #1 to be used. Teleport into counter.
If he finds the chain, Revenge or Jojo Pyun is dead. He's forced to flash. He escapes the chain, but M&S finds his flash and takes out Jojo. Ayla now has to defend Revenge, but the turret is pretty much already dead. Revenge escapes the infernal chain. M&S looking for more. Blabber has his Glacial Prison coming up, but it's not going to come up soon. Jace is really the only character that can, from a safe range, damage and poke the members of Cloud9. For sure. They're waiting to use the Glacial Prison, the Crystal Enchanted Arrow. Those are the main engages. Now, Evil Geniuses and Cloud9 have pretty much swapped sides as Daisy finds the Root Caller onto Blabber. Frontline Glacial Prison right on top of Revenge. He soaks it all up. He has the Trigger Season, the shields, and the healing from Armail available as Cloud9 now starting to lean toward the right side of the mid lane. Glacial Enchanted Arrow right on top of Ayla, but he's soaking on up, and Blabber's still lost a lot of HP. They find the Root Caller on the Sven. He has no flash from him now. Last time is available as well. Sven burning down, Unforgiven flashing forward, and that is the Aphelios ult into Moonlight Vigil. Fudge tries to find damage in the back, but he has forced to run away. Armail flashing forward to guarantee the root. Fudge trying to life steal as much as possible, but he goes down in the end. Evil Geniuses make a way. Poking and prodding. Trying to use the static chip to get some extra chip damage as well with the Night Harvester. Berserker being able to fire a volley in. Ayla engages right on top of M&S. He doesn't have flash. He uses it immediately right after, and he gets out alive, but he's on top of a ward. Jojo looking for the accelerated shock flash. Enchanted Arrow once again available, but Evil Geniuses should be able to walk this one out. Sven has no flash, no Glacial Fissure to keep them in line, but Jojo's pretty slow unless he can hit that air Drake speed buff. He's trying to run away, but he's been tagged. Fudge is coming over the wall. Evil Geniuses might just have to leave their mid laner for death as Cloud9 find one straggler, and they don't want to let anyone go. Glacial Prison right on top of Revenge. Unforgiven. No flash available. Still has a cleanse. Running out of mana. Trying to fire as many autos as he can. Fudge gets thrown over the tower. Cloud9, they thought they could get more, but Evil Geniuses withstand it all.
From taking the Baron, they just teleported right back out and got it. And then we get in here, and Jojo's down again, but that's another... This tower doesn't stand a chance, and they can keep the siege up.
Tier 2 falls in favor of E. Jojo's the only one that has really suffered any real damage as Armail also took about a third of his HP.
Daisy down, Revenge is in!
They look for it, Sven is caught out. Root Caller, does he have flash available? Yes he does, he's able to jump over the wall, but he gets bursted down by the Moonlight Vigil. Unforgiven is on a tear, Fudge just can't even survive as Unforgiven with the damage bursts down Fudge. 2 members gone from Cloud9.
Winning the game in a standard game drop, drop, drop. You just have to take big risks here. So they at least go poking around. Blabber does have flash. Cloud9, no. If it's going to be anything, it's going to be now, and that's a big burst.
Enchanter Danner already fired out, 1700 HP, but Blabber cannot get into the pit. Armeo secures the Baron, and Revenge will be looking for poke of his own. Doesn't get that much. That tower's gone, and Evil Geniuses fell it.
Yeah, he tried to poke JoJo, and JoJo just...
Top side of the map at 50% HP, and EG have a window to take it down. The inhibitor will be falling next as Cloud9 do everything they can to withstand the barrage, but Evil Geniuses have control of this one.
All right, rotate over to mid lane now, slowly but surely here. EG working it in. They only have this last minion wave to work with for Baron, though, so they got to make this one worth it.
Teleport is coming from MNS as well. Can he look for the pick flank of an opportunity here in this game? Fudge gets turned on. Can they burst him down? MNS looking for the flank as well. Armeo gets bursted out. JoJo goes down as well. And now Unforgiven is the last person standing because Revenge falls to the onslaught of Cloud9. Have they found it? But Unforgiven steps up. Finds a burst onto 2. Can he live to survive 3? No, he can't. Cloud9 at the footsteps of their base managed to pull out the defense of a lifetime.
Bonus. Man. Right there, too, the last moment of that Baron buff. If you want, oh, here we go.
Revenge forced to slice and dice away to safety. Redemption heal puts everyone on EG back to full. They're still looking for engaged opportunities here. Glacial Prison still at the ready from Blabber. He throws it out, finds Revenge. Ayla forced to retreat as well. Revenge taking up as much as he could. Dominus, will it be enough? No, it's not. Berserker's able to put arrows into his back. Ayla falls as well, and suddenly, just like that, Evil Geniuses, they were just a few minutes or moments away from ending the game, being able to make one last push, but now Cloud9, they're the ones in the base of Evil Geniuses. They're going to go all the way, Kobe.
They're going to do it. Cloud9 looking for the end. They got 2 kills, and they want the game.
Wait, someone's teleporting. Wait, JoJo is going to try to go for a base race of his own.
They've got it. They've got it.
I don't know if that's the right play, but they had no other choice. Cloud9 take one chance and do not miss. Game 1 is theirs.
Whoa! Cloud9, pull it back. They don't care about your Dragon Soul. They don't care.
Now, if we're talking about like the first 5-10 minutes of the game, you know, what is your objective as the Kazakhs in this composition here, Spica?
I mean, honestly, I think this is a really, really good comp for Kazakhs.
Through the river for a second visit, and he's got flash.
But Armeo is here to hover. Oh, but he's still going to flash right on top of it. He's looking for the cast from MNS, and they brute force it. First blood goes over to Cloud9, and Sven throws in a flash just for good measure to make sure Armeo doesn't.
See if they can get Fudge with no flash. Watch the slice and dice angle.
Looking for the flash Q3, but Armeo doesn't connect on the Arctic Assault. Has to flash in for the permafrost. They should be able to get the damage down with the Q from Fudge. Gives them enough lifesteal, and Revenge ends up getting the kill, but it costs Armeo's life.
It soaks up most.
Oh, man. Sven was looking for that Hex Flash in the mid lane. Just going to show up with the crash down, looking for a Q-stun. But Ayla is here for the counter roam. But MNS, nice explosive cast. Punts away Ayla and JoJo, but he flashes right on it to guarantee the kill. Lockdown onto Sven. Allows for the first dragon to be secured of the game well before the Rift Herald has spawned. So Cloud9 are now have a chance to reset.
Aatrox is going to be very scary later on in the game, and you know there's a lot of melee, so I think EG should be happy right now with the game state.
Oh, they look for the explosive cast right on the JoJo. He has the flash available. Oh!
I'm sorry. I cast the curse though.
Welcome to the official Caster Curse Club.
I'm part of the. I'm part of
I
the.
think if you look at the side of C9, they have very completed items versus one on the side of EG. Oh.
Does he kill him? The comment? Oh!
That was fun.
20 HP. Not even close.
But like I was saying, I think it's going to be tough for EG going forward to this early game just because of how accelerated C9 is right now. So they're going to have to look for picks and opportunities.
Picks like
this one.
Permafrost, Glacial Prison, the Chain, CC, Wombo. Sven, not a chance to flash out of that one.
I feel like we cursed him in Champ Select too. Sejuani, as you stated a couple times here, no ultimate. So without that big engage, not a lot of
control, and doesn't seem like EG are really in a position to launch a counterattack.
I mean, I think EG has all completed items, so you know if they do offer the fight, I think honestly this is like their best chance right now.
Here we go. The double teleport comes in.
They call it a Glacial Prisoner right on top of Sven. They can burst down one target. He gets a Magna Storm at least before he goes down. Revenge is in the middle of everyone, and he just gets obliterated by Cloud9. Now they're trying to kite their way out. Evil Genius is trying to keep the range advantage as well. Fudge already popped the dominance, but he's losing HP as Armeo flashing forward right on top of it. Fudge forced to flash as well. Ayla jumping. Arctic Assault lands the Permafrost stun. Eminos trying to body block it with the body slam, but Unforgiven finds the damage. Blobber jumps in, forcing the flash. Berserker with the power instinct. They're so low to the side of EG, and Cloud9 just find a way to take them all down.
Oh my goodness, Cloud9 decimate Evil Geniuses. They also got the Rift Herald, and then with EG over chasing here, it all explodes when Berserker jumps in. Kaisa jumps in, then the
Engage and look for mini pockets, and they do not hesitate when they arrive. The fact that Evil Geniuses kept them on the run, and then at the last second turnarounds from Berserker, Eminence, Blabber, and Fudge, absolutely incredible. So they look for the dive onto the bottom side of the map, but Fudge is going to get completely blown up as Evil Geniuses commit the teleport from JoJo to make sure that they save Revenge under the tower. But the tower cannot be saved as the Rift came for Cloud9, and they want to take it, but they have to wait out the time, as you called it. Fudge has teleport available. Engage already from Sven. They're forcing the fight even before Fudge gets there, and they just blow up multiple members of Evil Geniuses. Fudge wasn't even needed. Now he comes in the teleport, and he can just completely zone Unforgiven off. Hopefully he doesn't take too much damage, as Armeo is now the one isolated from the rest of the Evil Geniuses, looking for the Hex Portal, and Fudge able to rejoin the ranks. And this should just be an easy Dragon pickup. And guys, I don't know if Dragon would be available in the next 4 minutes. Evil Geniuses have no room to play with in this bottom side jungle, and JoJo is just going to get dove under tower. There's nowhere for him to go. Blabber and Eminos are cut off by Ayla and Armeo, but do they have the damage? They have to wait for Revenge to join the fight, and they blow up Ayla before Revenge gets there, and he's trying to do as much as he can, but Berserker demolishes him. Evil Geniuses, what can they do?
Oh, Berserker's not done. He wants Armeo's head.
Right into the back line. Unforgiven is able to fight on back. Berserker's not going to get the kill. The Moonlight Vigil, not enough damage.
It's definitely getting exciting here. Speaker, how do you feel about the Eclipse here for Blabber? I mean, it gives you more sustain to stay in some of these fights. Sometimes the shield and the speed are super nice. Let's see. Hex Gates out here. Maybe they can catch something. They're getting a little desperate.
Nice explosive cast. Armeo forced a flash. Body slam flash from M&S right on top of the backline here. JoJo gone. Ayla gone. Cloud9. They just cannot do any wrong. Evil Geniuses losing almost their entire team. And Unforgiven, I mean, he's a pretty strong.
Berserker, you just go push on your own. It's fine. You everybody do whatever you want.
He's got a Magi.
He's got an 18 stack Magi.
He's got Gates too.
And Armeo, I don't think those Krugs are safe for you to farm anymore. The explosive cast splits him and JoJo peeling up. The body slam connects. Armeo is gone. And Cloud9, I think I'm just going to echo Mark's words on the lounge. I think the way after game 1 ended so cataclysmically in Cloud9's favor, the mentality that they are coming in with this game and the way that Evil Geniuses are not able to bounce back in this second game, we could be looking at a sweep.
All right, here they come. Nothing to stand between them and deleting this inhibitor, at least. Will anything stand between them and the Nexus? Right now, they've got Jace split pushing to get an objective bounty shutdown for the side of EG. And they do at least claim that. You get the nice little... Yeah, and they drove that bus straight through mid lane right at the beginning with 4 flashes. Blabber having some fun. I love this stage of the game with Assassins. Kha'Zix gets to go play around in the jungle.
Oh my goodness. Ayo's got to be careful. Thankfully, he is now grouped up with friends, so he's no longer isolated for that extra bonus damage from Kha'Zix. Now Blabber might get punished. The short hop trying to look for the blast cone on the exit.
Like I said, they're just full recline, having some fun now.
But Berserker's able to pop some more stacks for his Magi Soul Stealers. He finds Unforgiven in the base. And now they're hammering their way through the middle lane inhibitor. They're making short work of the top side inhibitor as well. All 3 inhibitors are about to fall in favor of Cloud9. This is tough for Evil Geniuses. And Cloud9, this is an absolute show of dominance right now. I don't think they're going to be looking for the base end, but they're going to get pretty much everything from Evil Geniuses.
All right, what's the angle, Speaker? I know you see it. You can see the thread.
Evil Geniuses are going to hold on to the hope that Cloud9 get too comfortable as they have this lead. For minions coming through the top lane quite yet. but Cloud9 should be able to make short work of these Nexus towers off the next 2 waves through the mid and bottom side of the map.
I want to see Sven elevate from the... Oh, never mind.
Glacial Prison right on top of Blabber. They blow up the assassin. Hold up now. Maybe Evil Geniuses could cook here. Nice explosive cast. Catches Jojo Pyun and is able to catch him right on top of it as well. Fudge answering back on the damage. Wait a minute. Evil Geniuses are defending the base. Cloud9 might have got it too comfortable. And now it's up to Unforgiven and Revenge to look for damage. But Berserker still got a ton of stacks in that Medjay, so he does insane damage. The base will be defended successfully for Evil Geniuses, but Cloud9 are relentless in the pressure. They want to look for at least one of these Nexus towers. Teleport is coming in from M&S. They're going to look once again. Sven with the crash down. Armeo stunned up. Ayla trying to defend as much as he can. Sven almost goes down, but doesn't die. And Cloud9 will not take the base.
Here so that Sven can keep spamming the Pepega Frog at them. I want to see if he throws the actual physical plushie that he brought here. It's sitting on his desk right now.
Oh, that was super minions pouring in through 2 lanes. This should be their siege to take game 2 and put them at match point as one last attempt. They find Berserker! That's a huge shutdown from Evil Geniuses. Do they have the damage to back it on up? Unforgiven, able to relentlessly just pour damage into Cloud9. And the poke is just absolutely devastating from Cloud9. And this time they are not just, just diving forward. They are not giving a window for Evil Geniuses to engage this time.
The minions are focused. The minions are focused up. They're taking care of the Nexus turrets.
Oh, Armeo was looking for the Arctic Assault flash into the Glacial Prison, but Berserker just easily sidesteps, not even needing a flash. And this time the Nexus exposed, and Cloud9 find their window to look for the end of game 2. Cloud9 move to match point against Evil Geniuses.
Some interesting endings we've had for both of the games. In
This combination of getting a lot of easy push into Ezreal is the other annoying thing, because then Ezreal can't land Mystic shots through the wave. So big change-ups.
All right, Spica, since you're leaving us after this game.
Blabber's also forced a flash as well. Shaden was ready to battle. He had Jojo with lane prio right on top. M&S still low on HP as he's trying to fight right on back to make sure that Blabber can get on out. There's still no summoner spells for either junglers here. Blabber, can he look for an escape route? He can't. He can't even W over to the Raptors. This first blood for Shaden, looking for one more. M&S forced to flash.
Could be what they need to revitalize the series.
Potential mentality change as Jojo knows that no flash on M&S means it's an easy scoop to whoop on to M&S, and Shaden takes another kill on this battle board.
Yeah, take a
mentality change is already showing a big difference.
All right, let's see now, because Berserker...
Oh, wait, Berserker, he knows that Unforgiven still doesn't have flash from before. Mystic shot, Berserker doesn't have flash, but if he can get an arcade shift, there it is, lines it true, and Berserker gets the solo kill on Unforgiven.
Dang, that one! Sides of the map. So EG are actually pretty happy to get their Rift Herald, see if they can use their Rift Herald mid and just keep snowballing their Azir. It is for sure super rough for them on the bottom side of the map. I mean, Berserker has just been so good. Jojo's at it again though.
And here's the repeat. This time Jojo spends his flash so he can get in range for the scoop, and M&S is gone. This time a kill going over to Jojo.
Berserker gank.
I've never seen a ganking marksman before, but Berserker wants a kill on a flashless Crocodile. The Dominus has given Revenge a little bit of HP to play with, but if he keeps himself at range, the cleanse, the stun, and Fudge is the one that gets the kill.
Berserker. Snowball ahead. Sejuani using the lead as well pretty effectively. Able to get Dragon split here for EG, because they've got mid lane push. Unforgiven can push in the mid lane wave here while they finish it off. And EG, this thing is already down.
It's too tricky for EG. They don't have Jojo. He would have to teleport in, but he is not in a position to look for one. Rift Herald secure.
Tower's already down. Use the Azir tower, push into the jungle, take away Blabber's camps.
Take away out is here, Permafrost, and then Ayla has the charm for the quickness. Unforgiven, nice Magnus Storm, buys some time, but it's not enough time as Revenge with the teleport comes in to take the kill under the tower, and M&S has got nowhere to run. Running under the tower for protection, but Shaden can take this one up as Unforgiven should be able to pick up the kill. Gets a ward into the brush, so they find eyes onto M&S and get vision down. Shaden trying to slow him down with the Arctic Assault. Voidseeker, they're making EG really work for this one. A Voidseeker might not be another available as well. M&S flashing over the wall. No way! He's gonna get out! Arctic Assault over the wall. Can he find him in the brush? No! M&S doesn't die, baby! Drop the Rift Herald. Now look
They
for
want to dive JoJo. Look at this. There's 2 members here looking for a dive.
Nature's Grasp. Sven is also ready. Doesn't need Magnet Storm, just looks for the Q stun. True shot barrage from across the map is what takes JoJo out in the end as Berserker adds another
Got
kill.
the Monamune, so he just needs 60 more charges up here. 360 to complete to get C. Main objective number 1 for Cloud9, poke off that Crown of the Shattered Queen from JoJo, preemptive to the fight. Fudge is trying to get it.
Sven, Hex Flash over the wall, can't get out with the crash down. They canceled him, and they can just look for an easy kill right on top of him. The Magnet Storm is already wasted. And Cloud9, they're not going to get a chance to look for the dragon. That's EG's.
Zed, hello? Berserker's doing everything he can to carry this. Lane partner goes right in, gives him a freebie. Now Cloud9 have to seed the rest of the map. I mean, Blabber takes away the...
Ooh, Berserker fires the flash over the wall. Unforgiven committed the killer instinct there, and M&S is caught up. JoJo peeling over the wall! Finds a massive shuffle onto 2. Berserker and M&S are taken out of the fight. Fudge goes all out, but he cannot withstand EG. And right at 20 minutes, EG are going to turn right into the Baron. So he's racking them up pretty fast here in LCS. As Evil Geniuses, the last time we saw them have a gold lead this large against Cloud9, it was game 1. And so Evil Geniuses doing their best to make sure that they maintain this lead, and they do everything they can to correctly close this game 1 out. As Sven gets caught out, but Ayla goes down. He's still surviving. Sven might go down to 1 more auto attack, but he walks on out. As they look for the turnaround, JoJo is the one that disappears. Berserker's on a tear. They rip Unforgiven to shreds. Shannon is gone, and Berserker might just pick himself up just before Revenge slices and dices him out. That one goes over to Blabber.
They move in, they take away some jungle camps, but they left the top side open, and Evil Genius is split pushing there. JoJo on the tower finishes it. So it's all in sapling control of all these brushes. Since Mountain Dragon coming up is pretty important for them, and they feel like they can still fight it.
Ayla finds himself over the wall. Sven is going to spot it out. M&S is now having the collapse. And,
Combo.
oh, Ayla gets clipped. Forced to flash. And is able to battle dance over the wall. Nature's Grasp now onto the front line of Evil Geniuses. Shaden forced a flash out. Revenge gets knocked up. Still has a flash to play with, but doesn't get to use it in time as he gets clipped by Blabber. And now it's the man advantage for Cloud9. They can just turn towards the Dragon and take it for free.
Yeah, they've got Dragon for sure now.
That are putting out the damage against EG.
I mean, he's definitely not strong now. He's trying, but...
Oh, good Glacial Prison right onto M&S. Why does it always happen? We hype up M&S and he
Yeah, I mean, he definitely also was not strong yet. He was 2 items. He was trying to catch up.
Let's see it. Let's find out. Berserker still has both of his summoner spells to play with, and he is Ezreal, so he's very slippery to lock down for Evil Geniuses. They've already used Sedge ulti. They would have to depend on Ayla's engage to lock him down, but he's already forced off, and he's done so much damage to the rest of EG that they're forced off the Baron. Sven can just look for the easy Magnet Storm, and Berserker just gets the fire 1 mystic shot after another. He's cleaning and decimating the ranks of EG. Berserker even burns the flash just to find where Revenge went, but Cloud9 are just fine going through the top side of the map.
And the cloud erupts. They know it. The question is, how much work can Berserker do? And the answer is all of it. Cloud9 now on the inhibitor towers. They're running it straight to the base.
Inhibitor tower falls, another inhibitor falls. Are they gonna push for the end? There's 16 seconds on JoJo and Unforgiven, 9 seconds on Shaden. They might just look to do it right here, right now. Revenge is gone, Ayla's gone. Cloud9 gonna start hitting onto the Nexus towers. There's multiple members low, but they will just push for the very end. 1 second on JoJo, 1 second on Unforgiven, but Cloud9, you don't need to be an Evil Geniuses to just be better. Cloud9 will advance in the upper bracket, book their ticket to Worlds, and book their ticket to New Jersey.
Clean 28-minute victory. Clean 3-0.